Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, my friends. Of course, the MRC show that never ends. We are here this evening for Tier 1 action under the lights in the Yas Marina circuit of Abu Dhabi. We are here. We've just seen what can best be described as a very exciting, heart-in-your-mouth end to the Tier 2 race. And we're pretty certain Tier 1 will either provide just as much entertainment and show-stopping quality, or on the other hand make me lose my voice like I did last week. We will wait and see which it's going to be this evening. First of all, though, before we get into qualifying, as Seppi leaves the pits in the house, I would love to introduce my compadre for the evening. He is the man of, well, shall we say multiple personalities or dress-up, shall we say? Of course, there's going to be one man we're talking about. He's my partner in crime on and off the track. Tier 2 compadre, competitor, to say the least. It is, of course, Mr. Mond. Good evening, sir.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Did you miss me again?
Of course we do, my friend. Of course we do. We're looking forward to this one as well. See what the Tier 1 boys can do.
Yeah. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit closer qualifying than what we had.
Well, apart from a certain race winner and pole sitter in Tier 2, yes, Mr. Hoseman. That was just. I mean, you put in a stormer. I put in a good lap. I can't remember who it was between us. I think Mr. Brown did a really solid lap as well. And we thought, I was looking at that and thinking, I'm sure we all were thinking, this is going to be interesting. All you need to find is a tenth and a half. And you're going to be in the show for pole. And then he pulls that out. And it was like, wait, what on earth?
Can we get that Mercedes checked?
I need to. No, I'm not touching the rear wing, though. It's very expensive.
Yeah, I think it's set max back about 100 grand.
Was it that one? Was it that off? I can't remember which it was. Something like that.
Yeah, it was quite expensive.
Yes, it was. Yes, so we'll not do that. But I mean, full credit to Mr. Hoseman on taking the victory earlier on. That was he controlled that for the majority of that race and thoroughly deserved. So well done to him. And now we're on board with Mr. Mark Ainley in the Alpine, the first one out on track to set a flying lap. And as we say, we're here under the lights in Yas Marina circuit, which is started in its completed by 2009. The race started. Has ever been there that long already? 13 years we've been going to the Yas Marina circuit. Probably took a break during the COVID times, I'd imagine. But
no, I don't think. I think it was the finale for 2020. The actually thrown together season.
You're right. You are right. Very good point. Very good point. Yes, you're very right with that one. Yes, 5.554 kilometers around here. We are going to be doing 29 racing laps this evening, and it's one of those tracks that has seen the alterations recently in the last year or two, and it's kind of divides opinion. I like to think. I think that's the best way of describing it. Oh, Seppi's retired! What happened? He was on a flyer. And I think that's coming out the last corner.
If you go on board with Nick BT, you might have a quick look.
Yep, he's going on to finish lap. Chris Bailey's finished lap on a 25.4. Let's have a look at this going on the corner. Oh, he has. He lost that last corner and hit the inside wall, the pit wall.
He's going to be absolutely kicking himself for that one.
Oh, my days. Oh, that's right at the start of qualifying as well. There's a McLaren in the wall as well. I think that's Frankie 5, it is.
Yeah, I think he was on an out lap and I think he crashed at turn 5, turn 6 to hairpin.
It was turn 14 actually. It was under the hotel. He's gone frontways into Nicholas Latifi.
Yeah, he had some damage anyway from the out lap, so I think that might be the contributing factor to it.
Ah, gotcha. So, wow, look at these times already, ladies and gents. We've got Ujoni at 24.4. He's been so strong this season. Lauren Cheer, obviously new to the league, but very quickly making his mark. Wow, Chetty Duck at 24.1. We are easily going in the 23s here, aren't we? It depends, really, how many are going to be in? I think that's the question, isn't it?
I risked being pulled off stage, but you can definitely say that was a quacking lap. I am not regretting that one in the slightest.
Andrew Mort, ladies and gentlemen, here all night. Oh God!
I'm just going to lay down the bar now to someone. Gav, if you're listening,
I was about to say that. Well, to be fair, if that's the level we're setting at, we'll be all right for the night.
Oh, I needed that.
Yeah. We're on board with, of course, the champ, last week's race winner, Mr. Dynamite. And I won't do that again either. Owen's very wide. Look at wow, he didn't invalidate there. The second last corner, easy to do. What does he do? A 24.4 his opening lap, ups it into fourth. Who is on a lap? Not many people on a lap, more on an in lap. Let's have a look. Mr. Bergen is on an out lap at the moment. Get involved in the group in
the out lap.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he? Yeah. Get involved in the YouTube chat, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Simba. Good evening. The Lion King is with us. So where is his pride? As just decided, Bergen decides to drift his way outside of turn 7. That's one way of doing it. Then warm your tyres up.
What do you think with the new alterations to the track? Do you like them yourself, or do you?
No.
You're not a fan. Really?
No, not a fan. I don't mind turn 5. But the alterations to turn 9, I like that little tricky and the chicane, like 3-corner chicane, and the off-camber left-hander. I quite liked it. It just threw an element of, you're so used to the quick corner, flat-out straight, and then it just makes you think. And I really liked that. And
fair enough.
Now it's very, very quick all the way through. Obviously, you've got the heavy braking for turn 6. And 7, the chicane at the end of the first DRS straight. Then it's quite quick through turn 9's a quick 4th gear, 5th gear corner, through 10, 11. The main first real heavy braking zone after obviously that chicane is turn 12. And then you get into the hotel section. And it's just, for me, for me personally, it takes away some character. A lot of people are going to enjoy it. Some people are going to really like it. It is down to personal choice. For me, I preferred the old layout, but it's not. They haven't completely ruined it. There's only 2 sections. They haven't completely altered a full sector.
No, that is true. It's been quite. This one's been, as I say, the season finale for quite a while. This one took over from Brazil. I think straight it took after over. 08.
Yeah, it did. Wasn't Bahrain one of the ends of the season? Am I completely batting up the wrong tree? Just because it wasn't always a season opener. Obviously, Australia was a season opener for a long, long time.
Yeah, but I know since I believe Bahrain, I think they had to let Bahrain and Sakir towards the end of that 2020 season.
Yeah, they did. Bergen is bailed on his, like we saw him. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was Abu Dhabi drift. The hotel underneath the hotel. But we're on board.
Finishing a lap.
Yeah. Bahrain's never been the last one. Thanks, Ant. I was completely wrong, so thanks for that. At least I know where I stand. So thanks, mate. Appreciate that. But you're right, hello, Ant. Good to have you with us. Yes, you're right. Leave a like. Everyone watching now, you've got the 12 watching so far. Hit the like button, please. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Share it on your social media pages as well. What on earth has happened there with confetti? That was so loud. I've never seen so many sparks off a car through the last corner. I mean, the car is normally loaded.
That car, surely.
I actually thought for a minute it was a puncture. The way that was sparking, but he wasn't over the curb. That's a strange one.
I've never seen that in the game, but normally I'm not looking at the back of my own car for long.
No, I'm not. You hear it bouncing when it's... when you're going down the heavy straight or, things like that. A heavy straight, a fast straight, you hear it bouncing.
Or if you're in a Mercedes, it turns you into a space hopper.
Yeah, exactly that. As Chatty Duck's just gone purple, he's a 10th up already in the first sector. Let's ride on board as he exits turn 5 and he gets the DRS, the rear wing on that Haasmobile. I could have said something else, but he's got that wide open Where is he going to pick his braking point? There he is, 100-metre board, gets the car turned and stop, hits that apex absolutely beautifully, and through 7 as well, gets the power down. That Haas looks absolutely gorgeously planted through there, through the heavy traction zones, and through the braking. He's going to pick his braking for this all-new turn 9, takes the wider entrance, double apex, kind of cuts it back a little bit. Wow, we're in the 23.7. Wow, that's a heck of a lap from Reese. Wow, what can Chatty Duck do to counter that and come back at him? Uses a lot of that entry curb through 11 and going through the very slippy off camber. Keeps it nice and neat, upshifts early to stop the rear from sliding. His run runs very wide and validates his lap! And then dives into the pits.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah, that's... Oh, he was on an absolute beautiful lap then as well. That was an absolute dream of a lap. Yeah, what a lap. Exactly. Yeah, well, that's just... Well, there's setting the gauntlet, and then there's Reese.
Yeah, and then there's Triple H'ing the gauntlet, which is basically dropping into a sledgehammer.
Mr. Sarge.
Facing P2.
Yeah, obviously a purple in the middle sector. That could be for the people that he is around, of course, but he's only less than a tenth up on his previous lap time. Is he going to make amends through this turn 12, turn 13, and then under the hotel for 14? Lets the car run a little bit wide, doesn't invalidate. It's easy to do. You can either cross the white line and miss the wall, or you clip the wall, and it could be potentially a big game over. We've seen with Frankie 5 already this qualifying session, and Logie puts it in 4th. So really improves in that last sector.
Quite close.
It is. We're on board with Mr. Anton in the Red Bull.
We don't mention last year about with this team.
No, certainly do not. You'd have to say deserved it this year. Quicker car this season, and as a not a Red Bull fan, that hurts to say, but at the same point it is true. As Ryan just going to cut on him, he's on a fast lap and has spun in turn 1. Difficult start to qualifying for him, and already we're only got less than 6 minutes left to go. Bergen under pressure after he invalidated his last lap, or bailed on it I should say, as he drifted through the hotel section. Is he going to have...
Dynamite.
Ooh, let's have a quick look at that, and then we'll come back to a few of the others. Yes, he is 3/10 up. How is he going to bail? Is he going to fare? In this last sector under the hotel we go. 2 corners to go. Takes that wide line flat out through there. Blummin' heck, I can't do that, I'm not going to lie. That's some serious speed through there. What's he going to do with 33.9? 2,000.
Between him and Sarge.
I like that. That was chorus, that. I tell you who would appreciate that, Mr. Baby Hornet. He would appreciate the synchronicity and the chorus. Do that.
I've just seen the Lion King, what he's written in the chat.
Ah,
So
he
I'm
has,
taking the
yes.
snapbacks off.
Yes, he is absolutely flying. You're dead right with that one. Dead right. Bergen on a lap. I think, will Ryan have enough to go again? Fingers crossed he does. Saving that ERS. Is he going to turn it off, or is he going to dive into the pit lane? He certainly is. Going to strap on a fresh set of boots. As Bergen on a flyer now. Keeps it nice and neat. That Williams looks quite pointy, looks quite nice at the front. That doesn't half. See,
It's a nice livery this year for the Williams. I do like it, that dark blue.
Yeah, they've got better and better over the years, I think. Obviously the Martini livery was just beautiful. Berger pops it into 13th. But yeah, I think obviously the Martini everyone liked. And now we've got this... I wonder who it's based on, which sponsor, if there is a sponsor that has it.
I don't know, but with Williams liveries, it has to be the Rockmans for me.
Oh yeah,
from 96, 90, mid-90s, because that was when I first got into the sport.
Yeah, definitely it was 96. Well, it was 94? Yes, I had it in 94, didn't he?
95, 96, 97, yeah, with Damon Hill.
Yeah.
Coulthard, Frenson.
Yeah, that was a beautiful livery. Probably one of the all-time greats, I would have to say.
Oh, I'm not going to disagree, but I think everyone's coming out for the...
Yeah, we're going to see that. Yeah, the final 3-minute flurry that we usually see at the end of qualifying. all the battle for track position. So there's a few people through Sector 1 now. We've got them. We've got Ryan leaving the pits now, as you can see at the bottom right-hand corner. The Soul Orange, or the papaya blip on there. As he starts on his left. Well, he's not on the left hand. A slower one. Let's have a look at Confetti. Slightly up on his previous sector time. Misses the apex slightly, but that's not hard. That's not too bad. How is he going to... Oh, he hasn't got any ERS left. I wonder if he invalidated and...
He's going again, but this lap's going to suffer a lot.
It is, yeah. You can see the light flashing away. Yeah, he's lost half a second currently on his previous time. Now, I'll tell you who we're going to follow. Currently in 4th, Mr. Chatty Duck himself on a lap.
Oh, he's pulling away now. No, I was just checking Ant in the Red Bull. He was just being a bit slow through the first sector.
Pulling. Oh, yes, he is. I can see that on the map. Good call. As the Alfa Romeo moves out the way for Chatty Duck and then has a little glitch and decides to headbutt a wall. Because that's what you do around Dhabi. Oh, that's what you're trying not to do. What can Chatty not do? Oh, he does improve. Doesn't manage to move his position, though, unfortunately.
I think that might be the end of qualifying for him.
I think it is. Yep, he will not get chance to go again. We've got the yellow flag in sector 2 with a slow-moving Red Bull. We've got Dynamite out of the pits now.
We can't see what the time is.
No, we've got a yellow flag in sector 2, and it's the very slow-moving Ant there, who is in neutral for some reason. Hopefully he'll be able to... I wonder if he's had a glitch with some pedals and whatnot.
I think he's coming to a complete stop.
Potentially, yeah, but I tell you, we're going to look at Mr. Bailey has set a purple middle sector. Mr. Bailey in one of them Willy Boys, the honorary, we should call him, honorary Willy Boy, as he loves the team so much and all things to do with the sausage. And there is a Mercedes in a wall. Not sure who that was. That could be a Joni. It's Seppi.
It is a Joni.
Oh, it wasn't. It was a Joni. Sorry, Seppi's already retired. My apologies. And that one got a little bit overexcited. Chris puts it into 5th. Good lap. Great improvement from the blowhole. The rumpole of the Bailey is now up into 5th spot. Now then, I'll tell you who we're going to look to.
There's a number I'll call it Maldonado.
Oh, Dynamite's bailed. So Mr. Kidd has bailed in his lap. Oh no, he's going to be able to go again. You've got 20 seconds left of the section. The yellow flags have been removed as Chatty Duck's retired from the session. I think that could be in the pit lane though. So, yeah. Which a lot of drivers tend to do in the qualifying. We do say please don't, but it just helps them. It just helps speed the time along. I think a little bit for their session. Oh, Johnny, 2 purple sectors and a spin. Oh, that is absolutely painful for you. Unlucky, but keep it going. You're in 8th currently.
200th up for Dynamite.
He has. Purple in the 1st sector. You got a little bit twitchy outside of the hairpin. Now let's hope it's not going to cost him all the way down this very, keeps on going, very long DRS straight. As he misses the apex slightly, just slightly outbrakes himself, but he takes it. That's going to cause a tighter line through 7, but gets the power down. Doesn't take too much of the exit curve because it's a dip, and then it straightens up, and it can really unsettle the car if you use too much of it. I used to try it, and I don't like it anymore. Purple in the middle sector, 10th and a bit up, so the last sector also crucial, where Reese and Laurent were a bit ahead of Liverpool's popped it into 3rd. Wow, that is... Look at the time there. What's that? 7.066. I'm going to use my maths. That sucks. That's why I've got a calculator at work. I'll get somebody else to do the figures. I'll get someone else to do figures. As Dynamite exits the final corner, how's his last sector beat? Then he goes, so he stays 4th, but look at the time!
That's insanity.
Less than 3 tenths separate the top 6. 5 tenths separate the top 7 drivers, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is qualifying. Reese takes pole position under the lights of Abu Dhabi. Lauren line up alongside in 2nd. Liverpool, great lap under the radar. He's finished starts in 3rd. Kid Dynamite in 4th alongside 3-time champion Jay Sars behind him in 5th. Mr. Donald Duck in 6th, Rumpole of the Blowhole in 7th, Ujoni in 8th, Saviour in 9th, flew under the radar as well in that qualifying session. G-Star in 10th, Anton in 11th, Demolak 12th, Nick BT in 13th. He's one to watch. I did a practice session with that gentleman, and he is rather quick in race trim, so I'm going to be keeping an eye to see how he gets on in that Ferrari. Confetti Craig in 14th, Marcani in 15th, Bergen in 16th, The Slayer in 17th, Ryan Red Carambo in 18th, Seppi in 19th, and Funky 5 in 20th, and last on the grid. Okay, opening it up. Look at that. Less than a 10 separate the top 4. That's incredible. It's a second separate the top 13 drivers.
It's closer than Tier 2 was.
It is, very much so. I think it wouldn't have been if Horseman had just played fair and hadn't used cheat codes. Then it might have been a bit closer.
Up, down, left, right, BA start.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay.
Anyone in the chat can guess what that was, and you get my praise from me.
Oh, it's got to be a Grand Theft Auto San Andreas cheat, possibly.
A little bit before that.
Vice City?
Nope, still even before that.
If someone gets it, please comment. Yes, it's going to be a Grand Theft Auto one, but I don't know which one.
It depends if anyone's as old as us probably might get it.
Where's Mr. Single Track when you need him?
He might have played the game.
He probably will have done. Yeah, he will have done. And I had to get something in. I have to. I know he'll get me back. He'll be commenting very shortly. I know he will.
Kick him when he's down, Jim. Hey.
Yeah, exactly. Who is going to be your early tip, do you think, for the race victory as we start the formation lap and we look at the tyres?
It's very hard to look past Reese at the minute. Very hard. He keeps this straight. He keeps this going in a straight line. He could do it. He could easily do it.
Yeah.
But that front four is going to be so close together.
Yeah. I think Sarge is going to play a part in this. I think Chatty Duck will play a part. Dynamite's the only one of the top 11 drivers on the hard tyres. Then we've got Damolek on the softs, a few drivers behind that on the hards, and the Slayer, Seppi, and Funky 5 on the mediums. The hards, Dynamite, it's Confetti, who's been disqualified, unfortunately. Nick BT, Marcani, Bergen, and Red Carambo on the hard compound tyres.
I wonder if Kid Dynamite was keeping an eye on a certain McLaren in the Tier 2 race, who shall remain nameless.
Well, they were okay. They weren't bad.
The mediums died off really quick, though, but I did.
Yeah, they did.
I did loop the car about 3 times, so.
Yeah, that wouldn't do much good.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, pop up. Who's your tips for the victory? We have 29 racing laps. Will we see a safety car fest as we saw last week in Brazil, or are we going to have kind of what we saw from tier 2 in Brazil last week, and even today, and a safety car was all it took to complete those 29 laps. We start in the dusk, of course, and it goes dark, and the sun sets, and we get the floodlights are on. We finish with the fireworks down the pit straight.
My headset early.
I'm my hint. Look, I'm thinking between. I was gonna go between Liverpool, Dynamite, but it could be any one of those top 6, 7, 8. To be fair, it could be anyone. I think personally out of the top 9, 10. Nothing against And. I like him to be up there as well because he is an absolute stand-up fella and a very solid, very quick racer as well. So, yeah,
it's his car that's letting him down.
Yeah, well, let's go with that. Let's go with this. Yeah. So we'll keep on the position changes on the screen. Chatty Duck goes a little bit too far and will then be placed a little bit further back in his grid slot. As now we're going right on board with Reese as he has a clear run towards the ice. I'm going to call it an ice cream cone. down at the end of turn 1, and we are waiting now for the lights. We are 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights lit, and we will go racing. Reese gets a lot of wheel spin. Has that allowed Lauren to pull up alongside? He got a lot of wheel spin as well. There's 4 abreast, there's 5 abreast going into turn 1. Lauren manages to keep ahead of Liverpool. Dynamite has gone on. Jay Sarge gone on the outside, and Dynamite to turn 1.
Yeah, Sarge is up.
Charlie Ducks manages to save his back with Ujoni further down. He's got a Mercedes alongside. That is Ujoni. He's battling, trying to battle back into heavy into turn 5. But at the minute we've got Liverpool on the inside of Lauren Cheer. Lauren Cheer's gone very, very wide. Is that going to compromise him? Chase Sarge down the straight. He's going to have the run on him. That's Liverpool. Sorry, not Lauren Cheer. It's Liverpool. Is it going to pull alongside trying to get the slipstream? And now he's going to wave from him, slightly coming back to him, but he just seems... Wow, Liverpool's got a little bit more straight line speed. He's going to be heavy on the brakes. Who's going to be latest? Who's going to be latest? Just out to the inside, leaves through. The side-by-side is a little bit of love tap towards, a little bit of love tap, I think. Looking at the front wheel of Liverpool, he was steering left. I think he might have had a little bit of a swap on with the colder tyres that helped. That tapped just out. Oh, I think there might have been another little love tap back going, hello, I'm here. As if Liverpool does not know that. Xavier Chatty Dutch. Xavier, what a start from him, up to 6th already. I did mention one of the top 10, 11 could be up here. Yes, oh, there's a Ferrari. That's Dynamite's gone very, very deep. He's going to lose a couple of places. Just the one to the Donald Duck.
He's got to settle down a bit. He's got to keep...
You've got to bring those hard tyres in steady. You've got to bring them in slowly because they don't offer grip on that first lap. Second lap, not great. I think I lost about 3 seconds in the first 3 laps. To be perfectly honest, to the guys on the medium. So you just got to bring them in, and then the gap settles. Actually, I lost a second air lap. I'm not going to lie, because Bozeman was absolutely rapid.
No, as you said, Dynamite's just got to play sensible and just got to keep those tyres in an optimum range and just not let that front 5 get away.
Exactly that.
He's played it cautiously the first lap, but I think that's what he's going to have to do now, and I think he's going to need to get into Chatty Duck's DRS and go from there and just hold with him. Yep.
The 2 for everybody within a second apart from Mark Ainley, Bergen. Terrible, horrible first lap for those two, but a long, long way to go in this race. Don't forget, folks, as we're looking at and who was that? There's a few people. Ryan's having a little bit of a battle. There's a Haas. That's Seppi just gone past. Good start from Seppi. So we got the McLaren's Lionel Stern in 15th and 16th place at it stands. Ryan, of course, using all of his ERS because that's what he likes to do. Mr. ERS, the tyre whisperer himself.
Importantly, though, Reese has got the DRS gap in the 2 laps.
Yeah, it's hovering around that second. Dynamite's out of Chatty Duck as it stands, but until we get to that detection point, which is the exit of turn 4 on the way into turn 5, the end of that first sector. But I think those hard tyres just starting to struggle a little bit. They don't offer the same amount of grip.
No.
I think the belt is about 0.6 of a second, give or take. And you can start to see that heavy fuel load. I personally like starting the race on them because of the heavy fuel load. They don't do too badly. And then it's when you get the light fuel loads and mediums feel rather nice.
Fair. So everyone's listening for the tyre strategies for the next race there?
Well... I mean, mediums to hard worked well for a lot of drivers tonight.
Yeah, it did.
And then softs. I was just planning trying to do another Mexico and it didn't work.
Nah, we divulge.
We do.
Next race.
We certainly do. Liverpool within the DRS zone of Lauren Cheer. Let's have a quick look on board. You can see that on the steering wheel, the ERS levels as slightly more for Liverpool. Not too much more as Reese still leads from just by...
Davey's got ahead of Dynamite.
Oh, he has. The Aston Martin Xavier absolutely on a mission in these early stages. Oh, he's only up 3 spots. I mean, it feels like he's up a lot more. Frankie 5 has gone round. Oh, the exit of turn 9, very, very easy to do, to be honest with you. Heavy fuel.
Yeah.
Even light fuel, it's very easy to do.
Yeah, it's off camera. If you go wide, it's like oval racing. You get the marbles on the outside, it just fire you off into the wall.
Yeah, it can. And I think Mr. Simba's absolutely right. The sandbags are definitely let loose on that Alfa Romeo. Number 7, Jason Sarge. who was out sharing videos of his caterum that he owns. That he was out doing some track time with on his caterum.
I wonder if that helps them for this.
Well, the caterums don't have any. Well, rather pretty much no electronics apart from indicators and lights. So no traction control. Don't even think they've got ABS. So you know, he's adapted to the ABS like. Do I use the pun? The chatty duck out of water. But it's helping him a lot now. Liverpool a lot closer to Laurentier. Laurentier has got absolutely no ERS. You can see that light flashing away as he's closed the gap to Reese. The top 5. Wow, look how close the top 5 are at this point in time. And then we've got Xavier 2.5 seconds back. Drop back a little bit. Battle with Dynamite he's having with Ujoni, Bailey, Anton, Damolek, Seppi's within distance, Nick BT as well. Actually, all of the rest of them are within touching distance behind 6th place.
And I was going to say that red light on the back of the Alpine, no pun intended, is going to be like a red rag in front of a Red Bull.
Well, very much so. Definitely. There's Dynamite. Has he just lost a place to Ujoni through the last 2 corners? He has. Those medium tyres working well, gripping up well. Dynamite's just got to play the long game. Hey, those tyres in the next... should start be coming in now.
He's still in the DRS of Ujoni, so if he stays there, he can fend off Chris.
Yep, the one at danger though, who's dropped another half a second, is Xavier, struggling a little bit for overall lap time as Frankie Five's gone round again, not having a good race. I think Ryan's had a moment as well, losing touch with the back of the pack. But yes, Xavier's going to be a little bit at risk, you'd have to say.
DRS from Duck, from Chatty Duck, is it?
Exactly that.
The sitting duck himself.
Yeah, exactly that. As Opel's gone past Laurentier. But we're on board with Ujoni, who's got the DRS. He's going to be using his ERS as well, pull alongside the Aston Martin, and there we go, sweeps around the outside, but he runs a little bit deep. Has that allowed the Aston back through? It does! Xavier takes it inside the grippier line, but look at the drive that he's got off there, going on the outside. This is brave, this is brave. Is he going to try and do a switch back, but you're going to be on the outside under the hotel. It's off camber. Ooh, bloomin' heck, that was a bit close. Xavier just about, but he's lost another half a second to the guys in front after that battle.
Yeah, this helicopter shot I've got is fantastic at the minute. I've got literally 6th down to about 9th or 10th, pretty much all in the same shot.
Yeah, we briefly had it. Actually, they did have a really good helicopter shot through the hotel last time we raced here, and you're right, that sometimes they do pick some good shots. It's about time, to be fair.
Yeah.
Now, just Sarge on the back of Laurentier, right underneath the Alpine's rear wing. Oh, he's got a good drive as well. He's going to be right underneath him. Laurentier, he's got the DRS, but he's a bit further back. Just Sarge, not much ERS left either at this stage. This is really, really going to hurt him because it doesn't recharge. Well, he's going to have a look on the inside. Backs off early, goes for the second. Ooh, just about slows it on the apex. Upshifts to get the... Ooh, I was going to say the drive, but still gets a big twist. That's going to really hurt him. Is that going to allow Chatty Duck? Not close enough. What have you seen?
I've just seen Seppi and Damalek having a bit of a wheel-to-wheel going into the mid part of the lap, around 5, 6 and 7.
Yeah, and that's allowed Nick BT to pull alongside. The Ferrari, is he going to try the outside of turn 9? Bails on it, backs out quite wisely, but no, he's still there. Is he going to try a switchback like we saw from the Mercedes man? No, the AlphaTauri. Oh, he has. What happened there? So Joni's got past Xavier now, and now Dynamite's done it as well.
Xavier had made a mistake somewhere.
Possibly. And they're now 4.5 seconds adrift from the top 5.
Checking the yellow flags, Nick BT around to the hotel.
Oh, he was having a decent race, decent start, was Nick. I did say he's got good race pace, but unfortunately not going well at this stage of the race. 22 laps to go, and ooh, Xavier gets a big twitch over the curb at the end of turn 1. Is that going to allow? I think that's put Chris off a little bit. It's put him under pressure from the Red Bull behind, and also Seppi as well. Could we see 3 abreast into turn 5? But I tell you one thing, the Haas is trying to go round the outside of the Red Bull. If he pulls this off, is the Red Bull going to get the drive? He does. Oh, there's AlphaTauri spun as well. That's Damo.
He's on the soft tyres.
Oh, he is. Yeah, they will by now, but look at this. Red Bull's not sure, is he going to go left, is he going to go right? And look, Chris goes defensive, he's got the DRS. But they're nearly 3 wide. Is Chris going to slow it down enough? Just about. He's going to park it on the apex. Try and get the drive. Seppi gets it. Oh, a big twitch, and he's actually sent him off. Trying to catch it. And that's allowed. Anton back through into 10th, but is he going to have the drive onto Chris? We're looking further back rather than forwards at this stage. Chris has managed to just about hold on into turn 9. Now Saviour dropping back from Dynamite, who's the second adrift from Ujoni at this stage. Don't forget hard tyres for Kid Dynamite, the leader on the hard tyres, or leader of the hard tyre winners, I should say.
The gaps drop between Lirapel and Reese.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Good spot. Oh, was that the Scott round? It's Lauren! Outside the last corner, got over the curb and he's spun it.
Oh, he'll be kicking himself for that.
Yeah, but to be fair, he's done a smart thing there. He didn't spin up the rears too much to try to get it pointing the right way. Oh, is that? Yeah. That's Anton that's glitching a little bit there. The Red Bull. And yeah, I think so. They may not be too bad, those tyres. But that might have put Chatty Duck off a little bit when he went through the last corner and he's dropped out of the DRS, so he could be a little bit vulnerable from J Sarge, who, as we know, likes to use all of his ERS, so it'll be nothing.
The DRS?
No, he didn't. He was 1.5 seconds further back from the lapel because he was behind Lauren Cheer, of course, so they would have been in the DRS if another car had been there. As Anton's left the session, saw him glitching. Oh, it's so unlucky. He's down in 20th place. I don't know if he's had a pit stop somewhere. We haven't seen it. He's actually just ahead, I think.
Nick BT still having a go at each other. Nice little battle here.
Yeah, certainly are. Berg and Nick BT, good, very good wheel-to-wheel racers. They love to get their elbows out, but they also like to keep it clean as well. And it's kind of these battles up front that some gaps are starting to... Yeah, but at the same point, they're just hovering. Oh, and there's connection issues, my friend. Hopefully, such a shame. Hopefully, you can get back in the session and get racing. It's not over yet. Don't forget, all it takes is one safety car, and then that will change absolutely everything. I think Funky 5 has gone round in the last sector. He gets himself moving again.
Rambo no front wing.
Oh, it was Rambo. Yes, you're right. It was. It was Ryan. Oh, front wing for the McLaren man on the hard tyres as well. Trying to make that one stopper, potentially that one stop work. But Liverpool, look at this, right up the rear wing of Reese. Is he going to be able to challenge? He's got quite a bit of ERS left. Is he going to try and get the drive? Wow, look at that Alpha Tower. The drive Reese gets out of 7. Just probably takes him out of firing range, you'd have to say, down that second DRS straight.
I think that's what's keeping him ahead at the moment.
I think you're right. You know, that's Haugen J. Sarge. Is he moving in on Donald Duck? He's not at the present in time. But, oh, was that that's gone round as Liverpool? On the exit of turn 9, Liverpool started the spin. He was challenging. We saw for Reese. And he's had a moment pushing that extra bit hard. And it's just swapped ends on him. Down to 6 goes the Red Bull. And now J. Sarge up to 3rd. Battling with Chatty Duck, but that's given Reese a little bit of a breather. He will be breathing a sigh and just saying, right, let's keep it clean, keep it neat. And good evening, bravo. Thank you, Roger, for joining us.
But Chatty's got to keep this calm though now, because let's be brutally honest, Sarge is one of the last few people you want to see in your mirrors.
Oh yeah, that's. But I think it's one of those that us mere mortals would see a Reese, a Chatty Duck, a Sarge, a Dynamite, a Liverpool, a Saviour, a Seppi in your rearview mirror and just wait for the inevitable to happen. That's what breaks these guys, the top guys. They just go, alright, okay, you're behind. You're staying there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing though, J. Sarge is running that car rather low. You'd have to say the way it's sparking down that straight, and I normally thought it would spark more down the first DR straight.
Must be the ride heights they're running.
Yeah, running quite low at this point in time, but there is through turn 11. and we just saw it on board there with JSR. There is, on the apex, there is a dip. It's like a bump, and it is very easy to unset the car under braking for turn 12, and that's why you do see a few drivers go straight on and outbrake themselves a little bit, or run very, very wide as they try to brake. And it's just a very tricky one, isn't it?
I can agree with that, but still thinking Dynamite's in the pound seat a little bit here at the minute.
Yeah, he's just still possibly get the DRS again on Ujoni. They've got a 2.3 to Lirapel, who had that really unfortunate spin in the exit turn 9. But he's now got Xavier Bailey, Seppi and Lauren, who of course had that outside the last corner, all for company, all with DRS. And who is that that's gone round in sector 1? That could be Nick out of the pits.
It is.
Oh.
No, he's not at the pits, he's lost it turn 1. I've done that a few times through practice and he's taken the front wing off.
Oh no. I can't believe I jinxed him before the race even started. I don't know, let us know if that's some kind of record, but that was a bit of an early jinx when I said he was one to watch with his race pace.
It's the Chris curse, isn't it?
It's just the comms curse. I think it's just one of those that we think, whoop, we just need to stop talking about drivers, I think. That's it. No driver is now getting bigged up. No one's getting spoken about positively anymore because we're just we're doing it to protect you. We all care. Jay Sarge is pitted at the end of lap 12. It's about when those tyres start to go. Xavier as well has followed him in. So has Seppi as well. So they're thinking, okay, those tyres now just about giving up the ghost. And I think 12, 13 laps is about the crossover point when the hards become the better tyre and a little bit quicker.
Seppi's in 2.
So they'll be going, let's have a look at those. Yeah, they're going for the hard compound tyres, trying to make that one-stop strategy work. It's just going to be interesting to see when the top, probably the top 8. Oh, Nick, unfortunate for him, he's just having one of those days. Actually, that looks to me, if he's just pitted, that'll be one of those glitches that gives it on the entrance to the pit lane for some reason.
I think so. But is that McLaren gone again?
Yeah, I think that might be Mr. Rambo that's gone round. Yeah. It was. He's having a difficult race so far.
I know the feeling.
Here's the Codhead. He's going to hate me for saying that. Oh, he's got to get in the wall! Oh, just tried to apply the power down. I shouldn't have said that. I'll probably put him off. I'm going to get a message soon. I can see it.
Yeah, I think you might have to.
Yeah, I might get a DM soon. Sorry. Do apologise.
Reese is just coming up behind him as well.
Yeah. It's a lap, unfortunately, and Ryan is going to suffer all the way around this lap.
Chatty ducks in.
But he does the right thing. Look, I tell you what. That is how you move out the way. Knew the blue flags were there, and he just went off track. Just, look, you're the leader, come through, and he just moved out the way and didn't hold up the lead. And we see too many people battling when they're a lap down. Battling with the leaders, battling with people coming through, and Ryan there just absolutely perfect, just moved out of the way and allowed the leader to go through unaided and
just got Chatty Duck. He's got Chatty Duck on the undercut.
Oh, he has. Good spot. Very good spot.
Although, you mentioning about the people battling about not letting people through, it's almost like we've done a video on this, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
Another shameless little plug, but...
Yeah, it has. Yeah, if you want to... We did it... We haven't done really one for a while, have we? We haven't needed to, but we did do... There's a couple of videos on our page there, folks, if you're new to the league or just want a few little hints and tips. We try to help and aid our drivers as much as we can. There you go, look at that again. Ryan, well off track, knew those two were coming and they were battling, so he moves very smartly and very cleanly out of the way. That's absolutely superb. Awareness and respect there given from Mr. Rambo. Here's Reese decided to go, and Ujoni follows him in as well, of course. Dynamite will now lead on the hard compound tyres. What will his gap be? But Bailey's coming with him. He seems to be okay with his tyres, so the rump hole of the blowhole is coming through. He will inherit second place after Reese, Ujoni and Lauren Chair have pitted as well.
Oh,
what about Mark Hanley? Yeah, Mark Hanley. is coming through in the Alpine. He's on the hard compound tyres as well. Let's have a look at those now. Who's pretty much stopped? There's a couple. There's only Confetti, Bergen, who have not pitted, as well as Mark Ainley.
Just out ahead of Mark Ainley. I wonder if that Alpine's going to have a go at him down the DRS.
Yeah, well, Mark Ainley try and battle the net race lead. Let's get rid of some of these so we can see what's going on. And right on board. Nope, Mark Ainley is saying I'm not having any time. Stuck behind a person on used tyres. Nothing against Mark Ainley, but there we go. Oh no, sorry, I got that though. I'm doing a T-side Ted, aren't I? Talking absolutely rubbish.
Mark Ainley's got Reese.
Yep, that's what I meant to say. I got it the wrong way around. For some unknown reason, I got it the wrong way around. Whereas Reese going to come back at him with a second DRS zone. Is he going to be close enough? He's not. And is this going to be key for the race itself? Whoa, it just goes well. Look at the grip on those fresh hard tyres. Tyre against tyre. But I tell you what, Mark Ainley's going back at him. He's alongside. He's coming through 10 and 11. Who's going to be the bravest on the brakes in 12? Wow. Mark Ainley leaves room just about from Reese. And that was some serious battling. Reese was not going to give that one up. He needed to get past as he's battling for the lead with the two ahead as Bailey pits now from net second place. He's going to be looking at where Sarge Duck, Donald Duck, Ujoni are going to be coming out, and that's going to be key for his race as well. He's also going to be, of course, he was fighting with Saviour as well, so that is going to be absolutely key. Saviour having a little bit of a battle there with Confetti, but Chris is coming out of the... where's Chris gone? There he is. Oh, he's lost quite a lot of time there, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a slow stop.
Deppy's even got ahead of him.
Yeah, he has. So that undercut, very, very powerful. But he will have that little bit more grip towards the end of the race and hope that the drivers will come back towards him. But he's got Lauren. He's got Lauren for company, who's got those tyres up to temperature, who's going to know how the field, he's going to know where the grip is, while Chris is just going to be searching for it. And there we go, the DRS wide open, the Alpine, and the Williams boy just goes back behind into 13th spot. What's interesting, yeah, well, I'll tell you what's going to be interesting. We've got Reese, Mark Ainley, who hasn't pitted, Jay Sargent, Chatty Duck. They are a lot closer to Reese than they were before the stops. They're all within a DRS train now. And this is now Mark Ainley. Obviously, he's worked more than entitled to be there. He's on the hard tyres. He's going a bit longer. It'd be interesting to see if he stops this lap or next. Dynamite is out. Nick BT is retired from the session at the exit of the hairpin. It's put out a safety car, and the leaders have just passed.
Oh, this would be...
Will Confetti take it? Will Bergen take to the pit lane? Confetti, I think he did, because he got a 3-second time penalty, so that screams to me that he did. There's a safety car coming out the pits. And is Bergen going to dive with the pits, or is he going to stay long? Yes, Bergen does take advantage. Dives in the pits. Almost perfect lap, you'd have to say, for them.
This kid, if this was 20 seconds sooner, this would have been perfect for him.
It would, but now... But the thing is, he's going to be driving to a Delta, which everyone's going to be driving to, because he got there ahead of the safety car. So he's going to lose a lot less time. Reese is not going to be a happy bunny at this moment in time. Mark Ainley's going to be thinking, yep, that'll help me massively, which it really, really does. So the winners from that, you'd have to say, are the only two that started on the hard tyres. Well, sorry, not the only two, but the drivers who started on the hard tyres. It helps Bergen, it helps Confetti.
I've just had a thought on something, actually. Would this prompt the hard runners to come back in and put the mediums back, another set of mediums on?
Well, now that is a call.
Because you've got the option to run 2 sets of mediums now in the race, don't you?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who went with that.
I'm going to keep an eye on the others just to see if they do it.
Yeah, you do that. I'm going to look and see if Reese decides to pit, because he is in second place, of course, just pitted for the hard tyres. Is he going to go in? He's not. He's staying out on the hards.
Mark Ainley's staying out.
Mark Ainley pits. He was on the hards. He started on them, so it makes sense.
I think. Oh, I saw a red ball and I thought it was their pal, but it's not.
Actually, all the hard runners, as we're cycling through, Lauren Cheer is the one that's going to pit, though. So he could be the one that's listening. Chris Bailey stayed out. He stays out. Confetti there. they've just pitted. They caught it perfectly. I'm a bit far back at this moment in time. So Dynamite comes out from the lead now in 4th, and right behind the hard tyre runners on the fresh set of mediums. Nonetheless, Mark Kenny in 10th on a fresh set of medium tyres.
Dynamite's going to be here one. He's going to be grinning from ear to ear at the minute, just thinking, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yep, he's going to be thanking his teammate. His teammate will be like, well, he'll be shaking his hand through gritted teeth, I'm sure. Obviously, unfortunately, Nick, not the race to remember for him. An early bath for Nick. Mr. Bannon Thomas, I think his surname is. He's greedy. He's got 3 names.
Double-barreled.
There he is. So, as we mentioned before, hit the like on the button. Hit the like button on the video if you like what you're watching, like what you're seeing. Forget about what you're listening to. Just ignore us. We just talk gibberish as much as we can, so ignore us. Just if you like the racing, if you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, share it to your Facebook page, your Instagram page, your Twitter page, your MySpace page, your Bebo page, whatever on earth you have. Share the link, get the name out there, and you will see yourselves, of course. You'll have your friends and family watching and supporting, and if you're anything like my mates, probably ridiculing. Anyway. Can you show who is on which tyre? Certainly can, Senor Bailey. So we have Kid Dynamite on the fresh medium tyres, Marcani fresh medium tyres. Well, actually, everybody who is on the medium tyres are on pretty fresh, you'd have to say. The hard tyre runners who swapped from the mediums, stopping a few laps previous. You're right, this does fall into Dynamite. Also falls into Marcani a little bit as well, if he can get those tyres up early enough to go past your Baileys. And of course, no DRS now for the next 2 racing laps when we go racing, which then should be the end of this one if we have the driver who is at the back of the grid going to catch up with the pack, which they are is going to. So this really brings the cat amongst the pigeons, doesn't it? With Dynamite up there, and he held on as best he could, was dropping back a little bit in the first stint, then the opening stages of this lap, first half. But now he's got the medium tyres on, a lot quicker, a lot grippy. They'll get up to heat so much easier, so much faster. And this now is going to be absolutely key to the end of this race. Hard tyres weaving left and right to try and get as much heat into the tyres as possible. So they are ready to go racing. As one of the, I think that's Joe Sarge, is taking a scenic route, you'd have to say, through turn 9. And you're welcome, Mr. Bailey. There we are, we thought it might be. Safety car in this lap. Reese takes the de facto safety car responsibility as he'll back the pack up through this last sector, trying to keep as much heat, of course, into his brakes, into his rear tyres especially. It's easy to keep the fronts quite warm through this last sector. There's not so many straights, it's all left, right, left again. Just allow the safety car to get into the pit lane before he chooses this moment of when to put the pedal to the metal and go racing once again. And just weaving. I think weaving at the end is just a bit of a tactic, but we shall see, because he's going to put the others into that. He goes apex. He doesn't even go the apex last corner. Now he's gone. And I tell you what, Johnny Duck's got the jump a little bit on Jay Sarge. He's not close enough to do it though, but look further down, we've got Dynamite trying to get through the lapped car. But it's going to be Rambo or Frankie 5. That is not helping Dynamite in any way, shape or form. Going to be very, very off-putting, but now he's through a little bit more, runs a little bit wide. Hopefully he didn't get a warning for that while that McLaren has tried to unlap themselves, tried to fight with the leaders. But I tell you what, Jay Sarge is now on the back of Reese, and as we go racing once again, might have been a pass further down. That might have been Seppi and Repel and Marcani having a little ding-dong.
Sarge is eyeing it up.
He was having a look. Dynamite's having a look at the Haas as well. Is he going to have a look at Chatty Duck? Are we trying to have a look? Chatty Duck gives him room. Are we going to try the switchback? The McLaren's still trying to get interested with all this, but I tell you what, the traction there on those medium tyres, he wants to get this done as soon as possible. While those tyres are going good, is he going to go to the inside? Is he going to be latest on the brakes? Is he going to have a look on the inside? He does! Late brakes, hits the apex. Chatty Duck's not letting this go, though. We've got the McLaren still interested, of course. A lap down, leaves room on the exit. Chatty Duck still carried the speed. Excuse me.
Oh, Dynamite, back out, back out.
He did, he was going to force a little bit wide. Chatty Duck, great racing from him, that McLaren. Still keeping interested. I'm not sure which one that is, but that is not helping the champs. In case it is Frankie 5, yeah, I thought it might be. We saw Ryan earlier moving out of the way. Excuse me, need a drink there. That was T1 kill my voice. I said earlier to see who's going to kill my voice, so they're going to do it, and they have.
It's their secret meeting they have before the race. Just goes, okay, let's see how quick we can wreck Portuguese voice in 20 laps.
Yeah, they know it's my own comms, don't they? They don't do it for Gav. They don't do it for anyone else. They don't do it for Mark. They don't do it for Gav. Just me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that, or we get the best races. We get spoiled. I think we just get spoiled.
Oh yeah. Speaking of getting spoiled, Dynamite is going to have a go at Chatty Duck.
Yes, is he going to have a look into that? Oh, wow, just about, but I think they both broke late. That was a little bit of a...
Yes, very respectful.
It was. You can't go wrong with that one. He's also going to have the DRS. He doesn't have the DRS, he was a bit further behind from Sarge.
Next lap DRS.
Ah, my bad.
No worries.
Getting ahead of myself. Yeah, you're right, bravo, bravo. Oh, he has. So Chatty Duck really got compromised on the exit. And now the Mercedes has passed Mark Ainley. He was on the medium tyres and he's made his way up to 6th, nice and quietly. Liverpool's dropped a few spots. Seaver's still in 7th. Mr. Rumpole of the Bailey, the blowhole in 9th with Seppi all over the back of him. G-Star's dropped a little bit further back from Lauren Chair, who, of course, was battling for the lead in the early stages. You're right. Bravo, we need the blue flag. Well, there is blue flags. You can actually see it there. You saw it on one of the boards. It was up there, the blue flag waving for the McLaren, but not wanting to let it go at this stage, but should be. I feel another tutorial video coming along.
You think?
Well, possibly.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how these last few laps pan out.
I think Dynamite's got the DRS on. Should have the DRS on Sarge. He has.
He does, and here we go. Breeze has passed Ferrari power against Ferrari power, but that rear wing making all the difference, and those medium tyres, I think. Well, he was able to take the line, and I think he braked a little bit early with a high top speed and caught J Sarge off a little bit. But J Sarge does have the DRS in return, but not going to be close enough now. Dynamite takes off after that rampant Alpha Tauri of Reese, who has led from the start. You'd have to say under a lot of pressure as well, has really kept his cool, but how is he going to keep his cool with Dynamite on those medium tyres? Those hards will be fresh enough, I think, even towards the end. You know, we've had a couple of laps on safety car. It'll help on it.
Although, if someone's going to kill me for this pun, I think there's going to be an explosive event to this race.
Oh, Chatty Duck's gone round! He lost the rear through the second part of the hotel, managed to keep it all out the wall. I think there's another car's gone round further back as well. I think the hards, and I think that... I don't know who that was, actually. I'm sure you saw something. Not sure what that was. We'll leave it be, because I don't know what happened, but Chatty Duck lost the rear. And he's gone a paddling in the harbour. Well, not quite gone paddling in the harbour.
It's less than a second.
It is. We're looking at that now. Dynamite on a charge. And now Reese will be seeing red, but not the red he wants to see in his rear view mirrors as the rear wing opens. Not going to be... Well, unless he has some serious overspeed. He's got about 30-ish% left. He's not close enough down here. But how's his grip? How's it? He hits that apex quite nicely. Gets it upshifted to get the drive out. But again, that Alpha Tauri, Reese outside of turn 7 is absolutely... The traction's incredible.
I think that's what's been keeping him ahead tonight. No way out of the DRS range.
Yeah, I think you're right there. And is that going to play towards the end? But those medium tyres, he's still close. Dynamite's not going away. As Ujoni's now battling with a lapped McLaren, who hasn't got the hint, unfortunately. As you see there on the blue flags waving out, the McLaren's had a spin. That's, well, moving on. Who joined in DRS range of J Sarge, and of course the yellow flag in sector 3-4. That's Spinny McLaren. And like we said, they're having just a race to forget, unfortunately, the boys in Papaya this evening.
And McLaren needs to turn off its Carly Minogue, I think.
Yes, it's was it Adamant?
I don't know.
Oh, who sang that? I know there was a rap version, and Flow Rider did a version of it. I can't remember who else. I can't remember who the original one was.
I think Dynamite's going to have another go.
Here's half a second the gap. We're going to ride on board again down the first straight. It's almost one where you need to get it done into 6 and 7 to try to compromise Reese, I think, out of that exit. But Reese does get a little bit of a slide on out the exit. Is that going to compromise? He's still, look at the drive he's got. I think Dynamite's saving his ERS as well a little bit. Let's look at the telemetry. He's got 46%. Lead of 41 still, so I tell you what, he's not pushing it too hard, whereas J Sarge, of course, is pretty much empty.
How skinny is the rear are the wings on that AlphaTauri?
I daren't ask, to be honest with you, because it was probably scared the life out of me of how he's keeping it in a straight line, especially through turn 3, turn 2, turn 3, turn 9, and not having that rear step out on him. That's scary. Oh, Xavier very low with his ARS as well. He's trying to get within a second of Ujoni, but he's got Mark Ainley, who is also low. Sorry, go ahead. Go on, sir.
He's Dynamite. The gap's up a couple of tenths from the last lap.
Yeah, it is. Dynamite's going to have a monster turn 2, turn 3. How's his grip? But he holds 6 for a while. I wonder if Dynamite's just running a little bit more wing.
I think he might be.
It just makes you wonder. So there we go. Overtake through the acceleration phase. Doesn't use it down the straight.
I think he's using the DRS just to keep it from this first straight and then try it on the second one.
Yeah, as Ryan has retired from the session, it's not been a good one. But we've got a safety car, another safety car. There's Ryan stranded with McLaren. Oh, okay.
Is this going to be softs?
That's it. That's the thing. Who's going to pit? Well, the Slayer has got nothing to lose. He has pitted from 16th place. Are we going to see that? Are we going to? Or is it just going to be because we'll have 25, 26? Well, are we going to have 2 laps behind the safety car? Are we going to have 3 and have 2 race laps or 3 race laps? Are the softs going to be beneficial?
They're going to be the quali sets, I think. They'll go into now.
Potentially, yes. Depends on what happened there.
Reese is staying out. So is
Dynamite. Well, Dynamite's kind of.
Sarge is in.
Oh, Sarge is in. So's Ujoni. Is Xavier going to pit? Xavier's in as well. Marcani falls him in. Lepel falls him in. Bailey's staying out for track position. Lauren's staying out for track position. Okay.
Yep, they're the Reds. The Reds on the Merc.
If you're watching IndyCar, they're called the Sticker Reds.
Yep, the Sarge is on the same.
Yeah. You never know if they just did 2 runs. If they have a set left, or if they went, because of course you can, as you know, you can go the harder, which I think has another set of hard tyres available. I think then you got the balance, which is another set of mediums, or the softer, which is all soft tyres. It depends who went for what, doesn't it? If maybe they don't have that set of soft tyres left.
Possibly, but I've just checked the chat a minute. SC caused on purpose there.
I mean,
do you want to do the impression or should I?
I'm gonna let you.
No, I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Let's not open up a very deep wound again, shall we?
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah. No one could potentially accuse another driver of foul play. Should we use the term? So I think that may go to stewards after this race, just to potentially make an inquiry. Let's just leave it at that one.
I think he's probably saying that as a joke, but
I think, yeah, it probably was, actually. I think he probably was.
I
Yeah.
wonder if Sarge has lost that too many positions.
Well, that's the thing. I think you could be right.
He needs to clear that Red Bull. He needs to get through at least, what, 5-6 cars?
Yeah, he does.
Get back up to them.
And with us having 3 racing laps and DRS only available on the last lap, that is bearing in mind if the slate does catch up to the back of the pack. It doesn't leave a lot of opportunity, and he's going to obviously be defending from Ujoni, from Xavier, from Larkany, Liverpool, and all the rest further down who have pitted, of course, for those soft tyres as well. Let's take this opportunity to look at penalties. We haven't looked at that. There's not many at all in this race. Seppi has got 3 seconds. Damalek has got 3 seconds. He got that quite early on. Confetti 3 seconds. The Slayer and Frankie 5 have got 3 seconds worth of penalties. And this late safety car could really drop them down the order. That could really hurt Seppi, could really hurt Damalek. It could potentially take them out of the point scoring positions where they currently sit. Now then, everybody in the chat, now get your votes in. Who do you think could take victory? Is Reese going to be able to hold on with the traction he's got in that AlphaTauri with Dynamite on the medium compound tyres? But don't discount. Ooh, as Marquez, he's got a 3 second penalty as well. That's 5 seconds for ignoring the yellow. That's a weird one. The under safety car. I don't understand this game. But yeah, will Chris Bailey be able to hold on? And he's obviously someone to watch out for as well. Loves going wheel to wheel with Mr. Dynamite. We've got Lawrence here, who was up there at the start of the race, now fought back up to 4. Seppi, he's got the 3 second penalty. He's going to be pushing on, trying to negate that as much as possible at the end of this race. But the safety car is in. Reese once again. We saw him go late outside of the last corner. Where will he go this time? Is he going to mix it up? Is he going to go same point?
There's been a crash back there. Something's happened at the back.
Oh, there is.
Loads of cars going slow.
I think that might have been G-Star. The gap's only open to G-Star between Chatty Duck and G-Star, so that's a strange one.
Yeah.
The safety car now goes into the pits. Now, where does Reese go? Dynamite has already got the heat into those tyres. He's going to be watching. And away we go. We'll go racing for 3 more racing laps. Gets a really good traction again, the AlphaTauri. Unbelievable traction. There's a Haas in the background. Is he going to be having a look? That's Lawrence Seppi onto Launch here. Doesn't make the move at this point.
Soft runners.
Oh, wow.
Wide soft runners. Ujoni, Sarge, Xavier.
Yeah, well, Johnny's got that place. Good spot. I like the fact you're following that one. That we're following the leaders further on. But I tell you what, we've got Seppi going to have a look on the inside of the Alpine. Hard against mediums. And he's pretty much got that place, and there's going to be it's a drag race. Who's going to have the slipstream? There's a Haas. There's the Alpine side by side all the way down the straight. He's got some seriously top speed. Chris has had to go defensive against the Haas. Is he going to keep hold of that 3rd spot? He certainly is. He's fighting Mr. Bailey for that podium. See, look. Oh yeah, JSR just got back into 8th. Yeah, you're right. Good call. Good spot. Tell you what, Damalek's having a little look at Bergen. Little friends, those two as well.
Oh, Sarge 3 wide.
Again. Oh my God, he's in the middle of all these Bergens on the outside. There's a sandwich. There's an Alfa Romeo sandwich. How on earth everybody came out there? But look at this behind him. Oh, JSR doesn't look. I think Damal braked a little bit early.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting last lap.
Oh, there's a big crash. I think that's Damalek. It is. Who got caught up in that one? I'm not 100% sure if there's going to be damage. I think. Can you have a look at that one for me? I don't know what happened. I saw an AlphaTauri hit the wall. I think he just went a little bit wide, and there was a car there trying to hold line and go side by side, and it just didn't quite work.
Bergen.
Oh no!
The hairpin.
Oh, sorry, that was Bergen. Oh wow! Look at that side by side. You're right. Good call. I didn't see that. I thought he was involved. Sorry, I misheard.
No, it's fine. He's close. He's right up behind the Alpine now.
Yeah, we've got Johnny going to have a look, both on medium tyres. Who's going to be late just on the brakes? Johnny takes the inside line, runs Bergen a little bit, tries to hold it, he can't quite do it. Seppi has got Chris Bailey now. But Chris can still just hold it there. He's going to have DRS on the last lap of the race, as is Kid Dynamite. But is Reese going to be far enough ahead? Chris just needs to keep it there, and he will surely get that podium back. But I tell you what, Seppi's got some serious pace. Sarge, well, you said it. And Johnny and Lauren against Bergen. Lauren and Bergen side by side. There's Lauren on the inside of turn 12. Or just doesn't have the grip on those medium tyres.
The Alpine went skittish off the banking. That's what led him through.
Gotcha. Good spot. Chris is just out. Yeah, he is, but DRS is now enabled as we start the last frantic. Oh, there's an Aston Martin in the back. Go to save you!
Oh dear.
Oh my days. But I tell you what, Chris is going to be fighting to keep within the DRS zone of Seppi, to keep the rampant Alfa Romeo and Alfa Tauri, Alfa Romeo and Mercedes at bay. But look, there we go, fastest lap. The flashing light already there, I think, of Reese. Dynamite's got a little bit left. Is he going to try it into the first, knowing that Reese has got the grip? Not this time. He's going to try to save it. Oh, that might have been a little tap. A bit more. He has, but now is he going to abuse the DRS? He is on overtake. You can see the green light at the bottom of it going, and he's got the flashing light of the Alpha Tauri. Can we see Dynamite taking the lead and trying to go on the outside of the DRS under braking? Is he going to keep it? He's going to hold the inside line. He's going to try and come back anywhere on the inside. Who's going to have the traction outside of 9? It's Dynamite. Dynamite's got it. Dynamite's on the inside of 10. He's got him.
Johnny's up to 3rd in the Merc.
How on earth did Johnny get up there? Dynamite's gone wide in 12. And made a mistake, and Reese has come back through. He takes the lead.
Oh, Dynamite's going to be kicking himself.
He is, but I tell you who's going to be breathing a huge sigh of relief. It's going to be Reese. He's led. He got pole and he's led. Pretty much every lap. Dynamite, great come through. Johnny takes 3rd. Sargent 4th. Chris Bailey takes 5th in the end. Lauren J back up to 6th. Bergen in 7th. Good points for the both Williams drivers there. Seppi in 8th. Liverpool takes 9th in the end after his early spin. G-Star started 10th, I do believe, and finishes in 10th. Confetti, both Aston Martins outside of the points. Just bear with me.
Reed.
Yep, over to you.
Wow. That's all I have to say. What a finish.
Wow. Exactly that. We saw the soft tyre winners at the end. You know, I said, are they going to do it? Are they going to have the grip to come through? And I tell you what, they were seriously on a charge there at the end.
Johnny and Sarge, hold your heads up high. You both did really well.
Yeah, great comeback through there. As the Alpha Tauri or Reese takes the win under the lights as the fireworks are going in Yas Marina Harbour Circuit in Abu Dhabi. Around 4 of season 9 here in MRC. He is going to be absolutely ecstatic with that one. I think he already is, actually. According to General Chat and Discord. Oh, that was incredible. The game gave Bergen driver of the day. Before we go through him, you're going to give it to Reese. I'm going... I mean, to withstand the pressure in the early stages and for Dynamite for so many laps, it's hard to disagree. It is hard to disagree. So, on that, Reese, you take the victory. You take our driver of the day, Kid Dynamite. So close at the end. An extraordinary battle. Kid takes second. Johnny will take the final podium spot in the Mercedes. Jay Sarge takes fourth. One pole of the Bailey. Great race from him from seventh. He takes fifth. Lauren Jay, so unlucky there. He takes sixth. Bergen, as we mentioned, the game's driver of the day. Fantastic race. Can't knock that in any way, shape or form. Takes seventh and really good points. Seppi in eighth from 19th. Wow, that's a heck of a race. Liverpool in ninth. G-Start, as we say, rounds out the point scoring positions. Confetti ahead of his teammate Xavier in 11th and 12th. The Slayer in 13th. Damalek in 14th. Mark Ainley in 15th. Difficult race. He was riding high early on and just didn't seem to work. Same with Chatty Duck, unfortunately. Frankie 5 in 17th. Anton, I don't know if he had a few glitches there. I'm not sure with internet connections. So unlucky, but he was looking strong early on, and he'll be back next week. Ryan, unfortunately, DNF'd, and Nick BT as well, DNF'd. And
Breathe.
Yep. I now can. That was absolutely incredible, I have to say.
That was entertainment.
Yeah, that is Monday night entertainment for you folks. I mean, I know there's a few people kicking a round thing, rubber thing full of air around. Leather thing, not rubber. I don't know what the hell they're kicking around. I'm going to stop. Honestly.
Probably would.
Yeah, I know. There's that on. There might be that on the TV, but who cares when you've got this kind of action to bring on a Monday night? And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the page, ring the bell for your notifications. Don't forget we have MRC F1 Racing Leagues on Instagram and Facebook. If you're not joined and following, do follow that to get all the final results. Of course, these are all pending potential stewards investigations. And then you will get the up-to-date results. You'll get up-to-date news on everything MRC related. And then, of course, we are here on Wednesday evening, 7 p.m, same time for here as this for Tier 4 as well, 8:45, where we have Tier 3 and the aforementioned Tier 4 under the lights in Yas Marina. And then on Friday we have a different format again for MRCX. I believe it's a qualifying and sprint race, which would be interesting. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. On Friday at 7:30 p.m. Of course, all this is UK time based. All that's left to say, as we have the time glitch on here, is this evening is a huge thank you to my partner in crime, of course, Mr. Morn. Thank you very much.
Thanks again for having me. Just wish tonight could have gone a little bit better for myself, but we go again.
We certainly do. We'll be back for Tier 2, Tier 1 next Monday. I think we're at Portimao, are we?
I believe so.
Yeah, the roller coaster circuit that is Portimao in Portugal, and we will be here on the same time next week. But from the two of us, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends and family on social media. But thank you so much, and we will see you all again soon. Good evening and good night.
Take care, all.